All right, how we doing today? So I wasn't able to get a video to y'all for a while out there in Las Vegas. You know, I don't know, family obligations. I wasn't feeling that well, and there really hasn't been much to talk about over the last week. You know, so we have some events coming up next week. I did a couple of videos on some of the shows, and I did a preview. Well, actually, the game preview on the, let's see here, the San Diego game. So again, not much to talk about. We're at a slow period. This is a convention month, and I don't think we're going to have half as many people that come to these conventions that they did before, at least for the first 6 months. But nevertheless, probably by next year, we may have about 50% of the people that came to conventions, okay, than what it was during normal times, okay? Those normal times are done with Google Meet and, you know, virtual meetings and that type of stuff. So I want to get into a couple of subjects today. I want to get into the Raiders and the Cincinnati playoff game, but I want to get into this Dallas game. I'll do the Raiders and Cincinnati game on here in the upcoming video today, and the conclusion of that game, which was a classic. So this is another year out of what, a 25-year history of being one and done. I think other than one season, okay, just a few years ago with Dak Prescott took him to the 7th level. But you know, I mean, all that hard work that Dallas had went to get, well, I think a 3rd seed, okay, 3rd or 2nd seed, and all pretty much to come to a waste, you know. So if you guys saw the game, Dallas Cowboys fans or whatever, okay, I thought y'all had a good season. Y'all had a better season than Washington did, and plus you guys were healthy. I don't know what happens after the first, you know, after the regular season, okay, but as time was running out, and it was a pretty good game. Hey, what a difference a couple of seconds make, or too many yards, and we'll get into that here in a second. As time was running out, okay, Dak Prescott ran about a 15 yard run play down to the 20-yard line of San Francisco. The score was what? 23-16. All right, and no timeouts for Dallas. The referee had to touch the ball, so as the Dallas would in formation get ready to hike the ball, the umpire had to fight through those bodies to place the ball, okay, because the umpire, due to NFL rules, has to touch the ball. And because of that, it probably wasted maybe 1 second. And I think that the center was able to hike the ball in time, but Dak Prescott did not spike the ball in time, okay? By the time he got that ball in his hands and he was getting ready to throw it down, before he maybe left his hands, it went to 0, you know? I mean, hey, it's just unfortunate. Oh well, it is what it is. I think one of the other things that happened was Dak Prescott ran too many yards. If he would have probably did maybe 11, maybe 12 yards, maybe, okay? But I know for sure maybe 10 or 11, maybe 11, okay? That would have put the Cowboys like at the 20, I don't know, 23, 24 yard line. That there was at the 20, 21 yard line, and it still would have been enough for one more play, okay? I say he probably could get away maybe with about 12 yards, okay? All right? Probably enough to get, you know, to knock out one little bunny touchdown. He could have ran it himself, all right? But what a difference it makes, I tell you. And a lot of these teams are so good, they match up so evenly. And I stated this during the whole NFL season with a lot of these games, especially the way the Raiders played and so forth. They can match up with with many of these teams that it will pretty much boil down to who gets the ball in the last possession and clock management, okay? And I just think that Dallas just did too little too late on top of that, okay? It was a similar play earlier in that game during this fake punt. I remember seeing that, okay? But that's just my analysis of what happened in the fourth quarter as time was running out, okay? And it probably would have been a good chance if Dallas, you know, they would have had plenty of time on the play. The line is pretty good on Dallas, okay, where they probably could have knocked out a touchdown, maybe 50-50, all right? And if they would have scored, they probably would have won the game. I believe so, all right? But unfortunately, no, all right? And, man, Dallas fans were livid. The owner was pissed, had sent out hateful statements to the team. Man, they were throwing trash out there to the players. Man. So, man, it was just an unfortunate thing. I wouldn't want to be no Dallas Cowboy fan right now. Well, maybe we can show them a little bit of love. Maybe better luck next year. And Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat. I can tell you that right now after this loss. So, oh yeah. But let me know what y'all think, though, Cowboys or Las Vegas or whatever, Raiders fans or whatever, okay, about this game. This is something that's probably going to end up being reviewed probably for next season. There probably could have been a closer referee, somebody to be more mindful, okay, about what's going on. But I don't think there's going to be very little change to none at all, okay? So, all right. Subscribe, share, leave your comments, Cash App, $ Winston Spivey, or SPIBEW1 at unlv.nevada.edu for PayPal if you want to donate.